everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'll be explaining you the characteristics or properties what a good timber should possess. Okay, so we are having around 17 characteristics. So let's get into detail of each of the characteristic, right? So coming to the first one, which is durability. So durability is the first priority for any kind of engineering material. A good timber should be durable enough to resist the actions of chemical agents, biological agents, physical agencies, etc. However, wood is weak against the actions of strong acids and alkalis, but it can withstand weak acids and alkali solution. So we have around five classes of timber based on the durability. We have very durable, durable, moderately durable, slightly durable, and not durable. So if the timber life is 25 years and plus, then we say it's very durable. If it is in between 50 to 25 years, you call it as durable. If it is in between 10 to 15 years, you call it moderately durable. In between 5 to 10 years, slightly durable. And 0 to 5 years, it's absolutely not durable. Let's get into the second characteristic, which is strength. Strength is the resistance against failure. A good timber should not fail easily, and it should be strong enough to take loads acting on it. The strength of timber varies depending upon the direction it is loaded. Strength is considered as an important property while designing structural wood members such as wooden beams, joists, rafters, etc. Next is permeability. The permeability of timber should be less. A good timber should not absorb more than 8 to 12 percentage of water by its weight when it is placed in water. The water permeability of timber depends upon various factors such as moisture content of timber, age of timber, type of cutting, etc. Next we have hardness. Hardness is resistance against scratching or penetration. A good timber should be hard and workable. The hardness of timber depends upon its density and hardwood properties. Stronger is the hardwood, higher is the hardness of timber. Next is toughness. Toughness is a resistance against sudden shocks and vibrations. A good timber should be tough enough to resist sudden impact loads and vibrations. The toughness of timber is proved by the good interlocking capacity of grains in its structure. A good tough timber is used to make handles of different tools, parts of automobiles, etc. Next is elasticity. A good timber should be elastic in nature. Elasticity is the property of regaining its original shape after deformation, causing loads are removed. A good elastic timber is used to make sports items, shafts, bows, etc. Next is workability. Workability of timber is the ease with which it can be cut into required shape. A good timber should be easily workable. It should not damage or block the teeth of the saw during cutting. Weight. The timber should be heavy as much as it looks. A timber is said to be good if it weighs heavy. Lightweight timbers are less in strength and unsound. Next, structure. A timber with uniform structure is said to be a good timber. The fibers of timber should be straight and firm. The annual rings of timber should be closely located, indicating the fact that the tree is mature enough to use it for making timber products. The medullary rays should be hard and compact. In general, an age of 50 or 100 years is considered as good age for felling of trees. As I've told you in the durability property also, 25 plus years is good. Next we have defects. A timber is said to be good when it is free from defects caused by natural forces or fungi or insects, whatever. It should be able to resist all sort of decays or defects. Fire resistance. Fire resistance of timber is obviously very low. Of all the timber types, dense wood offers the most resistance against fire, but up to certain limit only. The thermal conductivity of timber depends upon various factors like moisture content, density, porosity, etc. Mechanical wear. Wooden floors, pavements made up of timber are continuously subjected to traffic loads. Hence, a good timber should not decay or deteriorate easily against mechanical wear or abrasion. Appearance. The appearance of a good timber should be shiny when it is freshly sawed. This shiny experience is due to resinous matter present in the timber. The appearance of timber depends upon the arrangement of cells in its structure. If they are arranged in the uniform manner, a uniform appearance will be obtained after cutting. Fungal defects such as blue stain, sap stain, etc., damage the appearance of the timber. Next is color. The strength of timber can be estimated by looking at its color. Light color designates low strength timber while dark color indicates high strength timber. Hence, dark colored timber is preferable for engineering works. Shape. The shape of timber should not be disturbed while cutting and seasoning. A bad timber may bow or warp or split during conversion. Smell. The smell of a good timber should be sweet. Bad or unpleasant smell indicates it is decayed. And the last one is sound. So the velocity of sound in timber, like especially hardwood, is approximately 12 times more than that in the air. Hence, a good timber should produce clear ringing sound when struck with each other. This is the reason why many musical instruments are made up of wood. A dull, heavy sound designates that the timber is decayed. So this is all about the characteristics of a good timber. So hope you understood the video. Thank you.